Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Queen of Bows and the Hare. And we really haven't talked about this card too much, so let me just recap some things here for you. Now, this Hare, the Queen of Bows, she's symbolic of spring and fertility, and how fitting is that? Here it is at springtime. She pops up, and maybe there's going to be some fertilization going on there. As we've been talking here about the other couple cards, it's a couple aces tells me that there was a relationship starting. And then yesterday was that Two of Vessels attraction, and if you've got some attraction going on and you're getting hot and heavy with your significant other, be careful. This is a good time for females to be fertile, and springtime is when many rabbits happen. I'll just leave it at that. All right. Now, queens, they rule the castle. They're also nurturers. So, you can expect, some nurturing going along in this relationship. And bows is all about fire energy, creativity. And this is the only bows you have down here in the last week. It's all either vessels or stones. You got 2 vessels and 2 stones. So, I don't think so. The Hare is a reminder of abundance in what you have. And, you just came out of abundance here a little while ago, and springtime's here, and you're probably doing a lot of cleaning, and you're going to find a lot of abundance there as well. So, the Hare is sympathetic and understanding. This queen is sympathetic and understanding of what's going on, all right, in the relationships and within her castle. She's going to provide you guidance on your success of your journey. Whether that journey is a quest of finding somebody new, or that journey is developing a deeper relationship as we have going on here. And she's going to be supportive. She's going to be witty. She's going to have little snark comments here for you every once in a while. But she's going to be it's going to be wise. She's also going to be gentle and kind when she's talking to you. Now, if this is a person in your life, as the court cards kind of represent a person or a characteristic or an event, if this isn't a relationship aspect, this could be a very supportive friend, somebody who's popular. Okay, they're going to be very deeply committed person who's going to defend or take a side, one way or the other. All right. They are going to know where to take the stand. They're going to know where to, defend somebody else that's out there. All right. And this, like I said, this could be a friend of, your significant other. This could be a friend of yours that stands up for you. If they hear something, going wrong, and that's what a good friend does. Okay. And that's what this Queen of Bows, this Hare is like. Now, if this is an aspect, if this is like a characteristic of hers, she's going to have sympathy and empathy. She's going to be very, if this is a new relationship, very sympathetic to what's going on, to that person, very empathetic. Hey, I've been there before. I understand what's going on. There could be some rivalry going on too if this is a work situation. All right. Another aspect on this is this person's going to be very unpredictable, as well as being witty and wise. They're going to be they're going to be unpredictable in their words. All right. And they may catch you off guard. And, that's the witty piece of it, where they're going to, catch you off guard and make you think about something. If this is an event, it's there's going to be a courteous understanding. All right. Let's say it's a social activity, right? It's an event that you're going with, and, there's going to be an understanding of, everybody wants to go to a certain bar or something like that. Okay. And that's where people are going to end up. Okay. Somebody going to be helping with, creative ambition. All right. To help with, let's say like a job bank or something like that. Hey, I'll go with you to support you. All right. This person's going to like parties as well as business opportunities. So keep in mind that, that personal effect that this Queen of Bows, this Hare, is going to have on you. Now, the 2 questions that this Queen of Bows asks is, how do you, who do you influence around you, or how do you influence around you, and where do you need to be more understanding? Okay, as if we go backwards, let's just say talk about, the Two of Vessels yesterday. was that attraction. So, here you are developing a new relationship. How do you influence their friends? How do you influence the group of people, that they're around? How do you influence, that significant other? Okay. With that Ace of Vessels, that waters of life, all right, how do you influence that new beginning in emotional energy? Do you raise that level up for your significant other? That's what that Queen of Bows is talking about. And the same thing with that Ace of Stones, the foundation of life. Setting up that foundation, all right, to stand on for this relationship. How do you influence that foundation? When you are talking with somebody else in a relationship, and it is getting deeper, and it is getting more developed. Okay, that foundation is getting stronger. That communication between the two of you helps move things along. Okay, and whether you're that Hare or your significant other is that Hare, all right, by opening up that communication and talking about all aspects of the relationship, that's how you can influence how that relationship goes as well as what's going on. What about taking the time to just kick back and relax, right? With that rest card. How do you influence vacation time? How do you influence on where you want to go, right? The ancestors got you dancing to your own beat, listening to that universal drum, all right? Is there an influence? If there's two people involved that can't, they're both listening, let's say they're both listening to the universal beat, okay? Wind's picking up here. And, how do you influence one person to dance to your beat and not have them influence you to dance to their beat? That's a great question. And then that Five of Stones, endurance. How do you influence somebody else to endure? Maybe that endurance is part of that, just coming out of an old relationship, right? So where do you need, the other question is, where do you need to be more understanding? And if you're coming out of an older relationship, all right, that endurance, okay? If you're the Hare and somebody's telling you a story about what happened, with your ex or with their ex, you might have to sit there and say, okay, I need to be more understanding of this. All right, need to be understanding of where they're at on their own universal beat. Maybe their idea of a vacation is not palm trees and sandy beaches. Maybe it's mountains and looking at landmarks. Like maybe going to Yosemite or Mount Rushmore, something like that. Looking at historical places. Where do you need to be understanding on that? In that conversation. All right, well, hey, that's a great idea, dear. Let's go to the beach for 1 week and then let's head up to the mountains. Where do you need to be more understanding in developing that that foundation, right? There has to be some compromise. That's where this Queen of Bows comes in. Where's the understanding with that Ace of Vessels, the waters of life? As emotions start to get high, are you pushing their buttons or are they pushing your buttons, right? So, there has to be some understanding there. And that's what that Queen of Bows, to me jumps out as, the understanding piece. And as you continue to attract and be attracted, to that significant other, as the relationship develops, there's gotta be some understanding between the two of you. Even if it's just a work situation, all right? You have to open up your mind and have an understanding of where it's going to go, okay? Where the relationship's going to go, whether it's a professional or personal, okay? And just, be more aware, like this Hare, okay? And, have that nurturing ability. Nurture that relationship along, okay? And be understanding of where it's going. So that's today's message, that Queen of Bows, the Hare. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel and share it with others. This is Dee for the Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.